I am actually here in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I was supposed to go to concert last night in Nashville, but sadly I didn't get to go because of this weather. But I look at this as a opportunity to show off my 4Runner and how well it does in the snow, because it got, I think they got close to 2 to 3 inches here, and the roads are still covered, and I just drove a little bit on it, and I wanted to give a review on as to how a stock 2003 4Runner with the V8 Limited does in the snow. Right now I just have it in 4-wheel high, just to show you how well it does. So, of course, my car in this particular model, the 4-wheel is always, here, let me turn this air vent on here. The 4-wheel is always in, or this car is always in 4-wheel drive. It's real-time 4-wheel drive, so I'm just going to leave it in 4-wheel high for now, just to show you how it does, and I'll also show you, give you a little experience with 4-wheel low. Okay, and we're off. And this thing, sorry if it's a little bumpy. It's not the most smooth ride out here currently. But let's see, we're going up a little hill right here. We're going to go out this way. Yeah, last night when we were driving in, it iced first. And before the snow even started falling, it was icing, and people were sliding off the road left and right on the interstate. Like, we were literally doing, I think 30, 35 was the max speed I was hitting, all the way up 24, up to Clarksville. And yeah, and there were still people that were still trying to pass me, and I don't understand that. I'm like, come on, guys. You can see the road's bad. But for the most part, my vehicle has stock tires on it, stock whatever. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have anything aftermarket that I know of. So, but so far I've been really impressed. It hasn't really given me a reason for me to fear for my safety or anything like that, because this is why we wanted to get an SUV. Well, one of the reasons. This is why I wanted to get an SUV. My wife has always loved SUVs, but I wanted to get one that had 4-wheel drive, and for this reasoning alone right here. Because to me, having a 4-wheel drive vehicle is pointless if it's 2-wheel drive. So we're going to turn it in here so we can turn back around and head back to our hotel. And also, you can also have a little fun in it too. Like, it does pretty good for the most part, but if you want to, you know, go like this and give it a little gas, it'll slide a little bit. But mine, this 4Runners, they come with traction control and stuff, so it doesn't slide for very long. But surprisingly, I'm just surprised at how well it does. Like, even if I have to, you know, slam the brakes on in the snow, I don't really slide. Like, I slide a little bit, but not a whole lot. See, and this road right here is completely covered, completely packed down. So we'll get up here and I'll show you a little stopping. I'm doing about 15 right now, and here's, see, and the brakes just kind of, they don't really lock up. They just kind of do their thing. There we go. Mr. Show-Off's behind me. Look at that big old truck. He's got some big old tires. Okay, and the light is green. Here we go. Oh, I see a snowplow behind us now, so maybe they're going to start trying to clear this road up. But there's other cars out here too, and surprisingly, I haven't seen really anybody else sliding that much. I mean, of course, I haven't really been paying that close attention to anybody else, but I'm averaging about 30 right now. I can kind of feel it. It kind of feels like it wants to, but I think the 4-wheel drive is helping. But also, I think it also
you have to know how to drive in this stuff too. Like if you can feel it sliding to the left, you know, to turn it a little bit to the right, you know. You just know what to do when the time comes if you start sliding out of control and all this stuff. So coming up here to another stoplight, so I'm probably going to pause the video until we get moving again. Okay, our light's getting ready to turn. Here we go, we got our big rig running. Okay, I got a Mustang next to me here. I'm curious to see how it does. I'm kind of afraid to be next to it because A, it's rear wheel drive. B, most of the time Mustang drivers, they don't tend to do things safely. So we'll see how he does here. Oh, he's actually taking it easy. I'm really surprised. More easy than I thought he would. Yeah, you can probably hear him in the video. I'm waiting to see when he passes. Oh, here he goes. Starting to pass. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, I'm averaging about 35 right now. And right now I'm on the part of the road where it looks like it has not been cleared at all. Still doing pretty good. Coming up on this big rig here, I'm contemplating on attempting to pass it, but I don't know if we should take that chance. I would think that the 4Runner would be able to handle it, but you know. But all in all, I think this car has done pretty good. I think it does well in the snow. I think it would do even better if I get better tires, but for an all season, I think it just has Michelin's on it. Nothing fancy, just like an all season all-terrain tire top deal, and it's more of a street tire than it is a like off-roading. Oh, little Nissan. Thought I was gonna get around this big rig. Apparently I'm not. So get back over here, little Nissan. But at least this person's doing it right, though. At least they're not flying down the road being an idiot, like most people tend to do in the snow or ice or whatever, because that's what causes accidents. That's why you end up in a ditch. Because yesterday we were coming up 24 and we had an eclipse. I don't know how fast he was going, but he went flying by us, and not even a mile down the road he was off the road. And he also took another vehicle off with him. So I was just like, wow, people, what is the matter? What is wrong with you? Okay. Well, this is pretty much it for wheel high. I'm averaging close to almost 35 miles an hour. I personally don't feel much comfortable going faster than that, although I think it could do it. If there was no more cars out on the road, I would test it, but for my safety and everybody else's, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to pause the video here, and when we resume, where I'm going to show you 4-wheel low, because the parking lot over in where I am staying at has not been touched, period. So it's a lot easier to put it 4-wheel low when you get over there. But 4-wheel high, this is doing pretty good on this type of surface and on this road here. One thing that I want to mention too is that if you're slowing down, and of course, you know, pump your brakes and stuff like that, so you don't want to just push your brakes on and slide everywhere. But one thing that will help is, especially in the 4Runner, it has different gears down here that you can shift down to. Like you can go down to 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to low, and when you go down to those particular gears, it will help you slow down without having to push your brake on. So it's pretty nice. So if you're doing like 30 and kick it down to 2, it's almost like a 5-speed car whenever you're downshift. So I just wanted to throw that out there, like right here. So you can actually just kick it down in whatever gear. So if you're doing about 30 miles an hour, just kick it down into the 2, and it'll assist you with slowing down. But anyway, okay. To put it in 4-wheel low, for those of you that do not know, just pop it in neutral and turn your little knob here. 4-wheel low, your 4-wheel low light will blink for a couple seconds, and then it'll come on saying that you're in 4-wheel low. Here's the parking lot. As you can see, it's covered, but it's really not that bad. But I'm just going to kind of give it some gas and stuff and show you how it does. Because in four-wheel high, I did slip a little bit, but four-wheel low, as you can see, it does fantastic. But the fastest that I go in it is, I only go about 30 miles an hour in four-wheel low. It's not something that's meant for you to go super fast in. It's just supposed to give you more torque and it's supposed to help you get more grip on the road, depending on whatever your situation is, whether you're off-roading, you're on the snow, you're on ice, or whatever you're needing to get that little extra oomph to get your car to keep traction. But as you can see, I slid a little bit right there, but it does pretty good. This right here is like a solid sheet of ice right here. And it did pretty well. Oops, it was sliding out a little bit. But if anyone is looking for a fantastic SUV, something that's not that expensive, this is a 2003 model. We bought it back in July for $6,000, and it's the limited edition, so it's fully loaded. Fantastic vehicle. Very great vehicle. Actually, this is where I was parking, but my room's on the other side, so I'm going to park over there. Still that kind of spot. But anyway, it's a fantastic vehicle. Fantastic as far as the four-wheel drive is concerned. It's roomy, it's quiet, it's got some decent power. I would recommend it all the way around. Thank you for viewing my video, and I hope that this was informative for you to see how well the Toyota 4Runner does in the snow. I know that snows here aren't like super big as far as like places up north, but if you're in the Tennessee or in the Southern Valley area, Kentucky, where you might get 2 or 3 inches occasionally here and there, and it packs down with ice and stuff, this is a vehicle I would recommend. And like I said, it's really not that expensive, and it's very reliable. It has been for us since we got it, and ours just turned over 185,000, and it's still going strong. So Toyota forever. But anyway, I hope you all have a good one. Be safe out there, and also please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and leave any comments below with any questions you may have, and I will get back with you. So I hope you all have a good one, and have a great day.